larger diasporic family. And that's one of the things that Digital Diaspora is aimed at doing. And so, so I wanted to call up Rod. Would you please join us? And let's just see. Welcome.
I'm glad to be here.
So tell me, what the images, you have images here of yourself as a kid, and you have, I just wanted to also say that and you also have a blog that is Nubian Nights. So Rod, could you tell us about the blog? Because some of the images from your are from your blog as well.
I have a blog called Nubian Nights Network, and in short, basically, it's a pro-black portal where I just publish a lot of information that's going on about the African diaspora. That's like the shorthand version of it. So it's not where I'm talking about myself. It's not really personal. I'm a Gemini, and everything for me is about information. So there's a lot of information that comes my way. I post on my blog, positive, black affirming information, and so I just put it up there.
Thank you, Rod. And one of the things that I really loved about the first images you sent were of your cousin Marva and her partner, and Marva's out lesbian and also a mother, and then I also spoke to you last night about the story about how you came to know that your cousins actually made a film about my brother and myself, and both of us are gay and or same gender loving, and I made a film about it. And so when I saw this image, I thought, Dawn told me that you guys were brother and sister, so I thought I was queer siblings. And so, so tell me about how you knew that Marva, what she tried to do with her letter that she wrote to you.
Yeah, it was interesting. I was at my father's house, who lives in Williamsburg, Brooklyn. And I just happened to be visiting my father that day. And he likes to stay in touch with family and stuff, so he was talking to Marva on the phone, and he said to me, "Oh, do you want to talk to your cousin Marva?" I was like, "Marva who?" So we got on the phone, and it was a great rapid between us. And so after that, we stayed in touch and stuff. We called each other, and she sent me this letter, and she was talking about the village, and she was talking about her girlfriends and stuff like that. So then we talked on the phone. After I got the letter, I said, "Hey, I got your letter and everything." So she's like, is there anything they want to say? Like, say what? So it's like, I mentioned the village, your girlfriend. Just like, okay, yeah, and and then she's like, Rod, I got something to tell you. He's like, what? That I'm lesbian. And I'm like, okay. She's like, didn't you get that through my letter? I was like, get what? She goes, I referenced the village. I was like, so what? Everybody hangs out in the village. What's the big deal about that? And then she said, yeah, but I mentioned girlfriends too. I said, look, when you're hetero or homo, girlfriends are always talking about their girlfriends, So I was like, So from there, I told her that I was same gender loving, because I don't identify as gay. It's a Eurocentric term, and I don't want to get into the politics of that. But I told her that I'm same gender loving, and there was this pause on the phone, and then she. From there, that crystallized our relationship, to a great degree. And to this day, I don't know, it's been 7 years now. You know, I love her, you know, so much. You know, she's nurturing. She's very much a mother to me, which is kind of unusual, you know, because she's 3 years younger than me. So, you know, but nevertheless, you know, we stay in touch all the time, you know, whether it's calling, you know, texting. So through my father, that this relationship, you know, crystallized.
And how important do you think it is to have representation within the family, you know, in terms of the African American or African Diaspora family, you know, for same-gender loving people?
I think it's very important because I self-accepted myself, I don't like to say out, but I gained my self-acceptance 12 years ago. It's going to be 13 years this May. And I think that's very important that you, the larger Black community, try to be understanding and accept us. I mean, you know, sexuality is just one very small part of us. I mean, it's a part of us, but I think it's important. And there's a lot of invisibility, and a lot of that is because brothers and sisters think that the larger Black community is going to judge them. And that's why you have the down low phenomenon and all those other things going on. But a large part of it is about being judged. And so, you know, Thomas asked me to do this, and I needed to step up to the plate, you know, really do this, and, you know, we're no different than, you know, anyone else, you know, from the Black family.
Okay, so tell me about this picture. Rod is a photographer and a filmmaker.
Yeah, someone said, you know, I don't know if it was a foreshadowing, you know, but I mean, it's not my camera. I think it's either my brother or my mom, but my brother was a photographer. I mean, he just had slides and pictures, you know, in his room, just everywhere. So he would just give me the camera and, you know, just post me and stuff and just take pictures of me. This is a picture that I created in 2007 because I liked enough pictures, because I didn't like a lot of pictures of me, you know, when I was small. But that was one of the pictures that I liked, and so I said, let me recreate this, you know, since I have my own camera and stuff now, you know. So I just grabbed my blue shirt, one of my favorite blue shirts I have now.
And a lot of when I interviewed a lot of the photographers for the film, a lot of photographers talked about being given the first camera by their parents or their family members, and that being the way they got into making pictures. And I noticed that in this picture, and also I think in this picture, or certainly in this picture, you know, during Christmas, I see all these photographs on the wall of your house as well.
Yeah, that's clearly all my brother, because he was just always snapping pictures and stuff and doing slides, and he had his own dark room in the room itself, the red light, you know, the whole 9 yards. You know, he had the pans and, you know, the liquid solutions and stuff.
Is he the one that took these early photographs of you?
Yeah.
I see. So
most of them, yeah. I love this car. My mother took this to my cousin's house. You know, I don't know why, but she told me later, you know, it was just too much. It was taking up too much space, and my cousins wrecked this car. Because it's got these pedals